It feels a bit weird to be having my house built and have very little clue about the stuff that's actually going on.
After living the details of the house from afar, Patrick's come a long way to see all the pieces finally come together. But this project really belongs to Julie.
Obviously been lots of small frustrations for her and just things that she beats herself up over, wishing that she'd done better or that she'd paid more attention to this or that she should have spotted that first. And so that's hard enough just in an emotional sense, just hearing her feel frustrated about that. But where it's really hard is hearing it for the 5th and 6th time every time I come back.
At the site, the road is now closed, blocked with huge prime movers. These bear 2 of the 17-tonne modules waiting to be lifted and positioned on the block.
This does not look like a multi-million-dollar prestige home. Have a look at this. It's completely unfinished. And have a look in here. There's heaps of work to be done. Now, in the next couple of days, it might come together. But I reckon there's a lot of work to go, and Julie wants to move in 2 weeks' time. That's bizarre.
The other 2 modules are on the outskirts of Sydney. The whole operation is planned with the precision of a commando raid, and it needs to be.
This project is the tale of 2 cities, and this doorway tells a story. This doorway is the setup for this whole project, and this dimension has to coordinate with the masonry part that's been built on site, and this has to come together in the next few hours. I can't wait to see it happen.
But first, the 200-tonne crane is set up on what looks like giant Jenga blocks. On such a steep incline, it has to be levelled and stabilised before it can lift anything.
9 times out of 10, it's when you're here in the afternoon as the day goes on.
Patrick! Good to see you. Hey, Julie, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Big day today.
It's absolutely a huge day.
And how do you feel about seeing the buildings here in the street? Sort of in a dishevelled state.
I was excited when I saw it this morning.
We've gone for a walk through inside and it just looks fantastic. It's obviously half done, but it looks fantastic.
We've only been in one so far, so look, we've had a bit of water damage on the way up, but,
Well, I was absolutely surprised they didn't completely protect those things.
Yeah, look...
So how does that work if there's damage or, sandblasting on the glass or from the grit or...
They have to fix it.
It'll be fixed.
The modules are about to be unloaded, but the one issue on this site that just refuses to go away is the water.
We think we're probably pumping out of here 2,000 to 3,000 litres of water.
A day?
A week.
Or an hour?
A week. We think there's natural springs up the roads.
Well, I noticed that there's a lot more reinforcing on the neighbour's boundary and concrete gone in on the other side of the pool from where I was here last.
Yeah, definitely.
Tell me what happened there.
Look, just we're, on the safe side, want to do some engineering changes to make sure that once we're built here, everything stays up and it's good not just for us, but for the neighbours on this side and behind us. So there might be a drought elsewhere, but there's no drought in this block of land.
Work began in May, and they have to move in just 2.5 weeks. Cutting it a bit fine, if you ask me.
If it doesn't happen, is that a problem for you?
We've finished our lease and we hand back the keys on the 29th of October. So the removal is still booked for the 26th and the 27th. So, yeah, it'd be a little bit of a problem, I suppose.
Things are getting really exciting now. The modules have survived their trip up from Melbourne and they're about to do the first lift onto the site across the power lines. But behind me, the storm clouds are gathering.
Shit a brick! It's bloody amazing.
Right now, matey, just keep jibbing him down steady, mate. Just keep jibbing him down. We've got 4 inches to come, mate.
Oh, beautiful.
That's it. That's it for sideways.
Well, this is just amazing. The first components come in and it's landed almost dead accurately on the face of that wall, just enough to put a 5-cent piece down. And it's exactly to Patrick's specification, isn't it, Patrick?
It's incredible. I can't believe it. It's watching it go in there. It's like watching them assemble a watch or something. It's amazing.
The temporary stud walls are removed. Meanwhile, the crane is preparing for the second lift.
The second piece is about to be dropped in and it'll sit on these 2 joists and hopefully The opening of this second piece will marry together perfectly with this opening to create the combined meals area and family room, looking out over this proposed deck. Then when that's installed, we'll really start to feel the full three-dimensional qualities of this house.
But there's a hold-up. It's blowing a gale, and there's some debate about whether it's safe to lift the second module.
The process has hit a bit of a hitch. The wind's gusting to around 15 knots. And we've been waiting for about 20 minutes for a break in the weather, and the storm clouds are really starting to roll in over the horizon. They're going to lift the thing up. They've extended the rope so they can hang on to it, and hopefully they don't take off like Mary Poppins.
Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Jeez. Jeez, it's moving around a bit. Oh.
A little bit of nip and tuck. Well, after a few heart-stopping moments, they've managed to get the first two pieces of this building in place. Tomorrow, they hope to lift the second story pieces on top of this. But that is another day.
But overnight, the weather gets worse. And by early morning, it's obvious things are not going to go as planned.
The way this wind's going, it's not looking good.
So what would be the program tomorrow, saying all the weather's good? Be full day here?
The crew don't think it's worth the risk. No lift today.
Who's going to tell Julie? You and me.
Inside, the fit-out might almost be complete, but with no second story and only tarps to protect it, Julie and Patrick's prestige $1 million home is extremely vulnerable.
I'm confident we'll get the houses in by Sunday, so...
It's still not looking like a home yet, is it? No. It's still feeling like, I don't know, a couple of caravans pushed together or...
I said it's one big expensive tent.
It feels like it's got the sound of the...
It sounds like a tent at the moment.
Yeah.
Or a sail. Yeah, it's like you're on a boat.
Yeah, it's more like a boat, yeah, with all the tarps flapping around everywhere, so...
You ducked off this morning and got some more red buckets.
Well, look, I figure it's a complex project. We've got a $2 million crane and 84-cent buckets, and the buckets are more important than the crane today.
It's really crazy. You've got 12 of them. Excellent. The builder's just taken the protective covering off these floors, and you can start to see some of the water working on the joints. Now, this could be a real problem for the builders because if water gets into this floor, as you can see from this sample, it just starts to bow. Water starts to expand the back surface and it starts to cut. Now, they may be able to solve that with a light sand. If they can't keep out the water tonight, this floor's under real threat.